Grand Rising, everybody. What's up, what's up, what's up? Yo, I've been doing some meditating this morning, and something in my spirit told me to talk to y'all today about fear. What fear is, and fear is a very deceptive, very manipulative. It's a very manipulative type of energy, man. It'll make you think things that ain't true. It'll make you make horrible decisions. It'll make you look back 10 years from now and look at your decision and be like, damn, I wish I made a different choice. You feel me? But fear, let me tell you what fear really is. And a lot of y'all probably heard this before. But fear is false information, false evidence appearing real. Fear is just an anxiety about the future, about an unknown future. That's all it is. Not knowing what happens after I make a decision. Oh man, but what if she does this when I say this? Or, yo, what if this happens? It's a bunch of what ifs. That's all fear is. It's a bunch of what ifs, and it gives you anxiety. Pent up anxiety. But once you understand and internalize that fact, what is there to be scared of? Let me tell you something. I heard about 10 times this week, spoken to my face, oh man, I need to work out. Or I need to get back in the gym. Oh yeah, man, I should be hitting the gym, but fuck you mean you should be where I need to? Do it. What you scared of? I heard a bunch of females say, man, I hate sweat. I don't like sweating. You don't like sweating? What you mean you don't like sweating? You know when you sweat, when your pores open up and you sweat, those are toxins being released out of your body. Like old toxins that you left in there from not sweating all this time. And they're being released, so when you take a shower, all of that stuff get washed away. But you don't like sweating, right? So you want to keep all those toxins in you, right? Well, take your toxic ass on somewhere else. Go that way with your toxic ass. You feel me? I'm not living in the business of fear. I'm not doing that. A lot of horrible decisions are made because of it. And my life included. So that means decisions need to be made. Choices need to be made. Definitive choices need to be made outside and despite of fear. Because you never know what's going to happen. At all. You don't know what's going to happen until it happens. You can make up all the plans in the world. You can make up all of the safety precautions you need to. But until something happens, you'll never know. Oh, what if I move here? Then, I need to make sure I got this in place, this in place, this in place. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with being secure. There's nothing wrong with being safe. There's nothing wrong with being wise in how you move. But don't make decisions based on fear. Because 99% of the time, whatever you're scared of will never come into fruition. Unless you consciously make an effort to make it happen. Or sometimes even subconsciously. So, you know, moving to a different state, or, you know, fear for your children, or however, whatever fear you have, the biggest question is, what definitive decision are you going to make? What is going to make you or propel you forward versus regress you backwards to your true potential? And then what decision, like, what's your decision being based on? Is it being based on somebody else's life entirely, or is it based on your own true happiness, your own true worth, your own potential, and what you're trying to do in your own life? Because in my opinion, if the decisions you make don't make you happy, why are you making those decisions? Why are you doing what you're doing? If it's not to better you, if it's not to build your business, or it's not to make you happy in the long term. And if you make the decisions based on your kids, well, guess what? You're not going to be happy. At the end of the day, you need to do what's best for you, which is in turn best for your children. You know, and I'm not saying that making sure your kids are happy is a bad thing. I'm not saying that at all. I know some of y'all will try to twist my words, or whatever, like the internet does. But what I'm saying is, don't live in fear. Don't live in anxiety. That's what we used to live in slavery days. That's what we used to live in when cavemen were around. Living in fear, living in anxiety. Those are primal instincts that we need to conquer to better ourselves. Now, I'm not saying completely don't live in fear and do some stupid shit. No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, have a healthy understanding of what fear is. Make better choices that aren't solely based on fear and anxiety. And that's all there is to it. If you can't let fear go and have an understanding that fear is false evidence appearing real. False evidence meaning fake, not real. Shit that isn't even there. Appearing real, meaning that's in your head. It's in your imagination. You're creating this yourself. You're creating this yourself in your own mind. So why would you let your own mind deviate you from your path? That's insanity. That's crazy. That's pure craziness. Like, I could stop where I'm walking right now. I'm headed to work like I normally am. I'm either going to work or coming from work. I could stop right now and be like, that's it. I'm done. I'm scared of my body hurting, or I'm scared of, I don't want to have to deal with the pain later. I'm scared of it. I ain't trying to. No, hell no, because I know I got to walk home later. Now, and more importantly, I know I got to turn my ass around and walk another half mile back if I decide to stop now. No, I might as well keep walking. Keep going to work. Keep doing my shit. Keep grinding it out without that fear. Because if you pay attention to what I've been saying in bits and pieces, I'm gonna tell you flat out. I'm gonna tell you straightforward right now. Your subconscious creates your reality. Whatever you want to happen with emotion behind that want, it's gonna come true. Whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, it's gonna come true. So if you live your life in fear, the worst is always gonna happen because you're making it happen. Because you're making it. I met this lady maybe 4 years back who constantly lived in fear. She always thought somebody was out to get her. She always thought somebody was following. She always thought that something was going to happen because somebody put a curse on her or something happened or somebody is out. Or why would somebody want to do this to me? I don't even know this person. And I blah, 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 blah. And she came to me for all of these issues. And I'm like, yo, this is all in your mind. You're creating this reality. You're creating this anxiety. Nobody is doing anything to you. Nobody who doesn't know you is trying to hurt you. And yet you're living with this consistent and constant anxiety of something that doesn't even exist. Now, there are actual mental issues concerning this particular situation. However, those are caused by false evidence appearing real. But it's only real when you accept it. It's only real when you accept it. So when you resign to the fact, when you resign to the false fact, the fake fact that such and such is happening, or man, if I can't make this money, then I'm gonna lose X, Y, and Z, or man, I don't know if blah, 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 blah. When in fact, on the real, losing X, Y, and Z just might be the catalyst to push you, propel you forward to get something bigger and better. But a lot of people don't think about it like that. You know, in layman's terms, in today's society, we call that a blessing in disguise. Something that seems really bad in the moment, but later on turns out to be better than it was initially viewed as. So don't live in the constant anxiety. I mean, dude, not only is it just not a right way to live, not any way a person should live, but it's exhausting. It's exhausting constantly being afraid of everything or whatever you might be afraid of. I mean, a lot of people never take steps toward something that they love doing because of fear of what someone might think, or what how somebody might feel about it, or fear of failure. That's bull. And I've lived in that fear. I've lived in that before, and I didn't like it. And I ain't gonna lie, because I'm human, every now and then I still slip up and get right back into that mode. But I have to remember that, I got a 2-year-old looking at me. I got a 13-year-old looking at me. I have a relationship partner looking at me. I can't do that to myself. I can't do that to myself. I need to get my ass out of that false evidence appearing real state of mind. And keep going, keep doing shit that I need to do without that fear. Getting out of that fear. Because at the end of the day, the world is going to keep spinning, and it's going to leave me smooth behind if I live that way. So, what am I going to do? What are you going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave fear behind. I'm going to let fear, false evidence appearing real, be what it is, but back there somewhere. Because I already been there, done that. And I'm gonna make choices. And a lot of these choices, you can't have a foolproof plan for it. Because then A choice will never be made. You'll never actually put anything to action because you'll sit there and just think about it all day and try to make plans all the time for shit that you have no control over. So what are you gonna do? I mean, think about it like this. Think about it like this. And I heard this expression earlier today on YouTube when I was doing my morning routine. When you're in the car and you're driving at night, you can't see everything that's around you. You can't see what's 700 feet in front of you. You can only see where the headlights are showing. So you can make a plan for 200, maybe 300, depending on how bright your headlights are, ahead of you. But you can't see your destination when you're driving until you get there, until your headlights shine on that house, on that building, in that parking lot. You can't see that. So all you can do is plan step by step as you're going. Plan step by step. Okay, we made it to this point. What's next? What can I plan for the next couple of steps? I'm walking to work right now. I can't see my job yet. So what am I doing? I'm taking it step by step, making my moves until I get there, until I can see it. Okay, cool. I see it. Where do I need to go from here? From where I am right now, where do I need to go from there? Now, because I've taken this road a bunch of times, I know exactly where I need to go. And you can still take that same idea and apply it to your everyday. Once you do something so many times, you know exactly where to go. You know exactly what to do. However, the first time you do anything, you will more than likely fuck up and fail. And that's okay, because then you're learning. You're learning not only what not to do, but you're learning something new every single time you fail. Think about it like that. I mean, check this out. When I first started working where I'm at now, we used to have to park at a different location. And when I went there the first day, or when I was on my way there the first day, I actually took a wrong turn, and I found out where the actual station was instead. So when I got to the actual station, I'm like, oh, this is where we come in and load our vans and all this other stuff. And I got to go around the corner to go to my van. Bet. But see, with that idea, I learned something new, because before I didn't know where we had to go bring our vans in order to load them up. I didn't know that. So with my failure to find my first initial location, I ended up finding out something that's going to help me later. You feel me? So the failure to achieve a specific goal, that's fine. But understand, you're learning something new. Anytime you fail, you go for a job interview, you completely bomb. Like that interview was so trash that you're like, how did I, okay, I understand. I know why I didn't get the job. You know what I'm saying? So you take what you learned from the previous interview. What kind of questions did they ask? Why did I not know the answers to those questions, or how to respond appropriately to those questions in order to land the job? Boom, you learned something new. And again, that's fine, as long as you're in a constant state of learning, a constant state of evolution, a constant state of progression. Because guess what? That same issue is going to come right back around in an upward spiral, and you're going to have to answer those same questions at some point. But because you've traveled that road already, you already know what's down that road. So you know how to act, you know how to respond, you know how to react appropriately. So, fear. False evidence appearing real. Making definitive choices no matter what the outcome, because even when you fail, you still win, and because you're learning something. And when you win, you definitely win, because you achieved the goal that you were trying to reach in the first place. And no matter how it comes to you, don't worry about that part. Let it come to you the way that it's supposed to. Better than you even thought that you needed to receive it. All right? So with that, I'm going to end this live stream. Peace, love, and unity to everybody. I hope I was able to motivate you to make better decisions, to relinquish and let fear disintegrate within your body and release it and release those toxins, so that way you can live a happy and prosperous life. Peace, love, and unity. Respect. I'm out of here.